Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics They're Bad For You, the name of my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on BitChute, the name of my BitChute channel is Comic Freak. Today we're going to be talking about this article. BlizzCon seems like a disaster waiting to happen. Why a disaster? Because Blizzard is currently being ridiculed for, one, banning their Hearthstone champion Blitzchung, as well as supporting Chinese censorship of the Hong Kong protesters. So it's no wonder they're under such fire by their former fans and customers. But let's get into this article. World of Warcraft and Overwatch publisher Blizzard Entertainment is in a mess. It punished Hearthstone esports competitor Blitzchung for speaking out in support of Hong Kong protesters. It even plans to stop working with the commentators who conducted the interview. Now Blizzard is facing a wave of criticism, and while that outrage is happening online, BlizzCon, the company's fan expo, begins October 31st at the Anaheim Convention Center, and many attendees are planning to bring their anger and disappointment with them. And that's a good thing. I can't wait to see these people tear into Blizzard. How dare they basically turn their backs on their own fans and buyers just so they can, well, as others have said, the incredibly small and shriveled D of China. And these guys just can't get enough of it. BlizzCon is a weekend gathering for Blizzard, its gamers, and the people who love them and make them. Not anymore. It has presentations, panels, and keynotes where the studio makes a big new announcements. Traditionally, it is a big celebration, but that was less true for last year's event. Many Blizzard fans were expecting the company to announce a new PC and console entry, Diablo action role-playing series. Instead, the publisher revealed Diablo Immortal for iOS and Android, and fans were furious. During a question and answer session, one fan sarcastically asked the Diablo Immortal team if they were making an off-season April Fool's joke. And I hope, as others have said, that someone like that comes to the new BlizzCon and humiliates the staff of Blizzard again. And it's too bad I can't go there and buy tickets, because other guys have wanted to go there and wear Winnie the Pooh costumes, as well as hold signs in support of Hong Kong and its protesters. Last year's BlizzCon has now set the stage for the 2019 event. Fans are already skeptical of Blizzard. While it was once beloved, Blizzard has lost some of its luster as it has succumbed to the influence of its parent company, Activision, which goes by the name Activision Blizzard. To some longtime fans, Diablo Immortal seems like the company leaving them behind to chase after Chinese mobile players, and now Blizzard is rushing to punish a pro player to insulate China from criticism. For angry fans, BlizzCon is a chance to make Blizzard pay. And I, for one, can't wait to hear about how they make Blizzard pay. Are they all going to go there in humiliating costumes? Well, to make the event look so stupid that no one will ever be able to take it seriously again. Maybe they'll just have bullhorns and scream, "Support Hong Kong protesters! Down with China!" But who knows? What's going to happen at BlizzCon? All anyone on the BlizzCon forum on Reddit can talk about is China, Hong Kong, and how to respond to Blizzard. Moderators are closing topics in an effort to funnel all discussion into one thread. But new topics like this one asking for a repeat of the April Fool's guy from last year to continue to bubble up. Others are calling on attendees to wear t-shirts and hold signs that say "Free Hong Kong," like I said. And I just wish I could be there. This BlitzCon sounds like it could be the funniest event ever, and not as intended by the guys who run it. This sounds like it could be so much fun watching everyone run around with their heads cut off, especially the owners of Blizzard, who are going to try and probably talk their way out of this, but to no avail because everyone now hates them and are probably screaming for the stock of the company to fall so it goes out of business. Because how dare Blizzard try to support China and then try to ban one of their Hearthstone players just because he was speaking his mind? BlitzCon is about the people, and video of the event often shows crowds and attendees of the events. Reddit poster, I'm going to only refer to this person as G3, writes, "You won't be able to make out the shirts unless we pick a color to support HK, like a bright neon orange, and even then posters will have a higher chance of making an impact. With these calls to protest or disrupt others are worrying that Blizzard will eliminate the chance for audience participation. Blizzard knows what's at stake, and they have never been at a worse spot, both from the perception of the community and the revenue from their games." Red Poster Timberin writes, "This BlizzCon is where they have to turn it around with rumored announcements of Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4, and they won't risk it by giving room for the vocal minority they have invited to their event." Vocal minority, huh? Well, I have this. It's not a vocal minority. A lot of people don't like what Blizzard is doing. Can you still enjoy BlizzCon? Many attendees just want to go and have a good time, and their concern is about protesters disrupting that fun, and others are justifying Blizzard's actions in an effort to ensure everyone still wants to go with them to BlizzCon. Could we please just enjoy BlizzCon and their games? Reddit user Quinks writes, "In my heart, I think Blizzard did that to keep politics out of gaming, but people are thinking it was a political move. Let's say Blizzard decides to do nothing about the episode. Suddenly now people would think it's okay to do political manifestation during live stream. Would you want that in a Hearthstone match, like someone doing pro-Trump or pro-China in tournaments? I honestly think politics should stay out of gaming." And I say in this one instance that, well, if they're going to take sides and, well, back up China, I'd say we take up America's side and say China can go suck it. In my honest opinion, that's what I think. Of course, Blizzard isn't even hiding that this is political. In its original statement about banning Blitzchung, the company said that this was about defending China in its post on that country's Weibo microblogging service via esports consultant Rod Blislew. "We're very angered and disappointed at what happened at the event and do not condone it in any way. We also highly object the spreading of personal political beliefs in this manner. We will always respect and defend the pride of our country." You can go, well, jump in a lake, because defending communists is a losing match. No one will support you, Blizzard, because China regularly kills its own people as well as put them in concentration camps just so they can re-educate them, or basically kill them by starving them most likely, or other worse things. I can name a few, but I don't think you'd really want to hear this in this video. But either way, don't support China, Blizzard. You're going to turn off your American fans and you're going to lose a buttload of money, more than you could get out of China. All of this tainting BlizzCon, I'm sure many people will go and still have a good time. It's even possible to have fun while criticizing Blizzard, but if you want to go to BlizzCon to experience a bubble where everyone has hearts in their eyes for the developer, that's gone, and it could creep into every party of the event. Some genuine protesters may show up. Others may use this as a launch pad to renew anger over Diablo Immortal. This is a mess, and thank God it is. Maybe something good can come out of this. Maybe they can make sure this doesn't happen by any other game company banning their players and making life miserable for them. Because this is not behavior American players should have to deal with, or anyone. We do not like this. We do not like, well, people sucking off China just so they can get that rich amount of money from that country, while backstabbing your American audience and buyers who've bought and supported your country since its birth. But here we have these butt-ugly creators and owners of Blizzard trying to stifle our fellow people and our fellow gamers by making sure we can't talk out. But no, that's not going to work. We'll support who we want to support. We'll support the protesters of Hong Kong, because we don't want to live in a communist country. And by kowtowing and being quiet about this would be like saying to the world that we ourselves want to be a communist country. We want our rights to be taken away. Well, no. We will stand up for ourselves, and we will fight you, Blizzard, and we will insult you and ridicule you till you leave us alone, so we can enjoy playing our games, or we will stop buying those games and your business, Blizzard, will dry up and you will go out of business. One last thing, support the protesters of Hong Kong. They're good people. And if you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube is going around unsubscribing people, so make sure you're still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe to me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics, They're Bad For You. Then go over to BitChute and subscribe to my BitChute channel, Comic Freak. And could you please share this video? Share it on Twitter and share it on Facebook. Share it anywhere you think it would do the most good, because YouTube is not going around promoting their YouTube creators anymore, and it would really help me if you could please share this video. Get a little closer to the speakers and keep your ears clean and listen close. I'm going to plug for my independent comic book again, so keep checking back in future videos for more information on my own upcoming independent comic book, Scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video or review.